Hello everyone, I'm back, and quick little update. I wanted to show you all a little bit of what I've been working on. I've been working on the game Hooked. Unfortunately, I had to completely redo the entire project all over again with the previous work that I already did, because I no longer have the dinosaur. I was able to get my hands on a really nice powerful laptop, so I will no longer have any more hardware issues, which I am super happy about. But I really wanted to show y'all what I've been working on and explain to y'all a few different things. So without further ado, let's pull up our Unreal Engine project right here. It's not much. I've just got a little asset that I made in Blender, a little sign. It looks kind of cool. I've got my water system set up, ground. This isn't going to be the map itself. This is more like just a little testing area. But yeah. So, let's see, we're going to go into play. So, as you can see, I've got like a little health bar display. The blue one's going to be an oxygen bar display. You can drown in the game, because, I mean, obviously, in real life you can drown. So, let's see here. Obviously, I've got a first-person camera set up. I got a metahuman wrapped around, my Unreal Engine mannequin. So, he looks pretty cool. I've got a toggle from first person to third person view at player's will. So if I just press V, third person, first person, third person, you get the point. There is a few bugs. If you go into first person, you look all the way up, you kind of see his hair. Sometimes you see like a little bit of his forehead. I got to work on that. I got to figure out what's going on with that. Also, when he turns, the feet don't really move. He just kind of glides across. Doesn't look very realistic. I gotta work on that. Also, that's not very realistic. Anyway, this is the animations that are built into Unreal, when you first fire it up. So, you got your running animation. I do have it set up with a run and walk toggle, so if I press shift, he goes to walk. If I hold down shift, he goes back into sprinting. Now, I've also got this set up with a controller as well. Everything is going to be set up where you can play by controller, or you can use mouse and keyboard. So every function on the keyboard will be operable with the controller as well. Which I used to be a huge Xbox fan, so I'm so used to controllers and everything. I just figured it'd be a nice little touch. Anywho, there are a few issues with the collision colliders and everything. If my character walks onto the water, he just glides across the water like that. Not very realistic. I've got a print string to make sure that everything was working properly. So if you notice, he walks on, he's a wet fish, he's a dry fish on land. So if I run into the water, however, and I jump, this what tells me that it's probably a collision collider box or something. He falls. Now, in the third person view, you can see all the way through the water. There is no tint, there's nothing. It looks like junk. So I've got to figure out what's going on with that bug. So let's go reset, go back to play. We're going to jump back into the water. So change to third person, run back into our water. We jump, we fall. See, if you're close, it'll do it. It's like it's picking up on something. But then once you get away, it won't do it. And then it will, and it won't. I gotta work on that. But in first person, it always works. Even if you're way out here. And I don't have a swimming animation set up. He's just like walking, which looks like junk. But visibility is very low. You can maybe see like maybe 10 feet in front of you, which is what I was going for. So like the game is going to have like a scuba diving system set up. It's going to have a follow camera for your hook and everything. See, there's the land right there. It's going to have a follow camera for the hook, so you can see the fish actually coming toward the hook, and then it grabs onto the hook and you reel it in. Or you can do the third person view from the boat, which is more realistic. It is going to have a very complex ecosystem. So, like, for example, you could be reeling in a fish, and then a bigger fish could come along and eat your small fish. Later on in the game, after the full release, there's going to be a huge patch for it, which is going to include ocean. So, a lot more complex ecosystems for the ocean. So, like, you're reeling in a huge, ginormous tuna, a shark could come along and eat half your tuna. A little bit of, aggravation and whatnot. There are going to be some cryptics in the game as Easter eggs. So, like, you could be fishing and all of a sudden you see something out the corner of the screen. It could be a ginormous Loch Ness monster or something like that. Also, there's going to be other real creatures in it as well. So, like, my sign here, alligators. There's going to be lots of alligators. The first playable area in the game is going to be swamp, so you're going to have alligators. There is going to be a scuba diving system in it, so like when you're under the water scuba diving, you can only see like 5-10 feet in front of you. You come across a huge ginormous alligator, swim for your life, you could eat your ass, you never know. But yeah, I've got really big ambitions for the game. The biggest thing for me right now is I'm just trying to get a playable demo out by the end of the year. It's going to have the fundamentals. It's not a full release. Keep in mind, it is a demo. It's going to have a lot of the fundamentals, a lot of mechanics, a good aspect of what the game is going to be, and everything. Keep in mind, I do work a full-time job. I'm a father of 3, a husband. I got a dog. My wife has a bunch of hermit crabs. Stupid mutt. Anyway. So yeah, time is very limited, but I am working on this here and there, and I'm very happy with what progress I have made. Even though it doesn't look like much, it's a good start. So yeah, I will be releasing another video after I get some more done, another update video, so always be tuned to look forward to that. I don't have a specific date or time, but I am working on this more and more frequently than I was in the past. So we should be able to get those updates pretty regularly. But anyway, until further notice, I will see y'all next time. Bye.